Welcome to the official unveiling video of my newest venture. I am proud to announce that I am now officially an author over on Lulu's self-publishing platform. And I have my own author spotlight page. You can find it at www.lulu.com/themadgoddess. And eventually you'll be able to find some of my writing over there. But for right now, my current focus is creating journals. And I apologize for any loud noises that you hear. It was a little bit dark in the room that I was trying to record this in, so I decided to come outside on my front porch. And I live in the city, so though I live in what would be considered one of the more quiet neighborhoods, you may still hear some fairly loud urban sounds, so I apologize for that in advance. But anyway, so I recently came to the realization that I can create my own journals. And I have been obsessed with journals for as long as I can remember. Probably since I started writing. I've loved blank books that I can, put my thoughts down in. And I've like always collected like paper and pencils and blank journals. And I always thought I was really strange for doing this. And then as I started talking to other writers, I realized that this is apparently a lot more common than I knew. So while I am strange, apparently I'm not quite as strange as I thought I was. But I have a pretty big hoard of journals. Anytime I find a really cool journal, I will buy it. There are a ton of really cool designs out there, and when I see one, I just can't pass it up. So I have a pretty healthy collection of journals. My excuse is that I use them. However slowly I might use them. I collect them a lot faster than I use them, but I do write in them, so that's kind of my excuse to keep my hoard going. But anyway, I've always wanted to create my own journals, and so I was researching different platforms that I could use to create print-on-demand type merchandise for the cat parlor that I'm working to open. And in doing so, I re-stumbled across the Lulu platform, and things just kind of clicked in my brain, and I realized that I could use Lulu to create my own journal designs and sell them to you guys, for those of you who enjoy having journals to collect your thoughts and your creative things in. So I'm so excited. For the past few weeks, I've been kind of crawling out of my skin waiting for this to arrive, and I am proud to say that I have a physical copy of my very first journal design in my hand, and I've been staring at it all afternoon. I can't stop looking at it. But I wanted to share it with you guys as well. And you can actually, this is for sale over on my author page on Lulu. So if you like this, you can head over and purchase your own copy. So this particular design, this won't be the case for all of the journals that I'm going to release, but this particular design, all of the profits from this journal are going to go towards the cat parlor that I am working on opening. So that's kind of a huge project in and of itself. I will soon be starting a website for that. So if you'd like more info on that, just kind of keep an eye out on my social media platforms, and I'll be releasing more info about that in the future. But our first big step with that is going to be purchasing a building that we can use that's big enough for all of the elements that we want in the parlor. And so we're going to need some financial help. So all of the profits from this journal are going to go to that. Once our startup costs are taken care of, continued sales of this journal the profits will go towards the continued operating expenses, because keeping this running is not going to be a cheap feat by any means, because we're going to be helping real animals. So anyway, this is the official journal for our cat parlor. So this is super cool. I love this so much. So here's the front cover. And the writing is backwards for you, but the writing on the bottom here says Alba Rosa Cat Parlor. That's the official name of our cat parlor. And the reason that we chose Alba Rosa is because we are going to be setting up shop in York, Pennsylvania. And our city of York is known as the White Rose City. And I didn't really want to just use white rose, so I thought that Alba Rosa would be a little bit more exotic, so we decided to go with that. And the design that you see here, actually this whole thing, including the text, is our official logo for the parlor. I came up with the design concept for this. And then my good friend Elena from Spain, who is an amazing graphic artist, she took my concept and she actually created this really cool design. So if you look close here, so you can see we have like this really pretty purple moon in the backdrop. We have a white rose, which of course now you know is what Alba Rosa stands for. And then we have this really pretty black kitty with a crescent moon on its hip. So this is the front cover, and we're very, very proud of this logo. So you'll see this logo a lot as we continue developing the parlor, but we wanted to have something official that people could support our project and get something really, really cool and useful in return. Because, you know, who doesn't love a good journal to write things down in? I mean, you can use them for anything. So on the binding, I think the writing is too small. You're not really going to be able to see it, but there is writing on the binding. On the top, it just says Alba Rosa Cat Parlor, and then on the bottom it says the Mad Goddess, which is my pen name. And then the back is just plain black. So the focus is really this really gorgeous, colorful design on the front. So then when you open up the inside, the first 76 pages of this journal are lined. As a writer, I can't write in a straight line to save my life if I don't have help from some actual straight lines to write on. So I created these lined pages, and the lines are nice and thick. And actually, I'm going to show you this next page a little bit easier. Okay, so these are your lined pages, and up in the corner of each lined page, you kind of have this like vintage looking moon, kind of like your guardian there in the corner. Okay, and he kind of has like a Victorian feel to him. And I'm not sure how well you can see the coloring, but the pages are kind of a cream color. I really wanted to go with like a vintage Victorian feel for this, so the designs that I chose kind of go along with that. So those are your lined pages, and then in the back there are 24 blank, well, mostly blank pages, because as much as I'm not good at drawing, sometimes I have an idea that I have to sketch it. I just can't translate it properly in words. So I have to like try and sketch it out. So I wanted to also include a few blank pages in here for people that like having both options. And you also have a little guardian on the blank pages. And a little black cat here with his piercing gaze. And I totally love him. He's so cute. And so those are on your blank pages. So you've got little guardians on both of your different types of pages. And it wasn't part of my original design, but there are also a few extra like totally blank pages in the back, which of course you can, you know, utilize to your own taste. So this is my first journal, guys. I'm so excited. Oh, I hope you guys love this as much as I do. I'm so excited to be offering this, and I'm actually already starting on my second journal design. So if you like mystical things and you like witches and you like broomsticks and spider webs and Halloween, I'm currently doing a really cool design based on a vintage postcard picture that I found, and it's going to be pretty much the same layout as this one, but with of course different images and different designs on the inside. So if you thought this was pretty cool and you think that the next design sounds pretty cool, keep an eye out for that. I will also post updates, of course, on my Facebook and on my Instagram and all of that. So here comes another car or two. So anyway, thank you for tuning in and watching this. Your support really means a lot to me, and when you guys support projects like this, it helps me to not only afford my bills and continue living my passions, but it also allows me to create more things for you. So thank you very much for all of your support, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you. Bye.